and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Charmaine, and today we're doing my first ever follow-up for my 50 Shades of Yellow Gold panning project from the Pantastic Ladies over on YouTube. So I have some empties here. I'm actually really impressed with myself. I think I did really good. And then I also have a couple of things here that I've used like one round on-ish, if that makes sense. So the first thing that I have here, maybe, should I start with no? Okay. A lot of thought processes went through there at the same time. So the first thing that I was going to use, and I was going to make sure that I used it, is this actual notebook that's gold. I got this from, oh my gosh, what's that website called? Book Outlet. So I hadn't used it yet, I hadn't opened it yet, and I love notebooks so much. I actually got this, and then because of how good the quality is on this and how much I love this book, I ended up buying this one to use for book club. So I went and bought another notebook, but that's okay. So I'm using this one here. This is actually what I did, was I started this as my 50 Shades of Yellow and Gold panning notebook. So I'm pretty excited about this. It has like a little folding open here, and then it talks like about like some stuff about the movie. And then it has a little pocket in the back, so I can stick some sticker sheets in there if I want to, which I'm super excited about because I love stickers. So I had some sheet masks that I was going to use, skin care, hair care, and then makeup. I have been using this book quite a ton, so I'm very happy with how much I've been using this notebook for. This is like my #1 excitement kind of thing that I started with. Maybe I'll use uses first. So I have this Bare Necessities palette it's by Gucci Cami. It's a dupe for the ColourPop one. It doesn't have a mirror, so I'll show you guys what it looks like. It looks like this. I have used every single pan in this palette once. So that was one of my goals, was to make sure that it's called No Pan Left Behind. My friend Andy over at Andy Does Stuff actually did that for hers, and then I was like, hey, I should do that as well. Because it would be nice to have that, like, I don't know, goal, I guess, so that you know that you're using it all. So today, with this makeup look, I have actually used every single one of these pans in this palette. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 5. So there's 30 colors in this palette. I have used every single one. So I've used this palette 30 times, technically, I guess you would go with. What I did was I just started with this palette. I just grabbed this palette and I was like, until I use every single color out of this palette, I'm not grabbing another palette. So that's what I did. I think I'm going to do that for the rest of my palettes as well. And then I'll come back around to it after I've done every other palette, because then that way I'm not going to forget that I used the palette or I didn't use the palette or anything like that. And it's a little bit easier on my memory because you guys know I'm pretty forgetful. So I'm pretty excited about that. That was my big, and I used it today. So I was like, whoa, to myself, you know, because go me, very excited. I mean, seriously though. And then I used this Real Her. This is the no filter one. This is actually the lipstick I'm wearing today. So this one I used 6 times so far. This one is actually my favorite color though, so it's not a struggle for me to use this. I don't really use a lot of lippies unless I'm like filming, or we went out on a double date with my best friends. We went out for wings, so that was pretty fun. So I did a full makeup look and everything to go out with them, because I wanted to have one day in May where I wasn't filming, where I did like a full look of makeup, because I haven't really been using my makeup that much. So this is the Rose Gold packaging. So again, I used this 6 times so far. Then I have my Yves Saint Laurent color, which is this one, which I won from Cece's Trial Size Life in a giveaway. And I've used this one twice. I have not used my other one yet. I've been keeping like little notes in my notebook, so I have like a kind of a track kind of thing. Then we have my Flower Setting Powder by Beauty Bakery. It's this one here. I used it today. I have used this 3 times so far. I think I had a goal of using this for 20 times because it's for the whole year. But I feel as though in a month, 3 times, that's not that bad. Because really, like I say, I don't wear a whole lot of makeup outside of filming. So to use it 3 times, I thought was pretty good. It's just a translucent color. It's just really light, and it doesn't change the color of your makeup or anything like that. I, however, don't really have, my skin is not, it's pretty normal now, but normally it's pretty dry, so I don't really have to use setting powder that much, because my makeup doesn't really go anywhere unless I'm at work and I'm wearing it, and then I get kind of sweaty. So that's about it. Now we have the stuff that I fully used up. I'm so excited. Okay, so my first hair care thing here that I used up is the Marc Anthony Strictly Curls Curl Enhancing Styling Foam. This is the mousse. It was almost empty, but I'm pretty happy that I used it because I do like this brand. I will definitely repurchase this again. Then I have the Strictly Curls Curl Envy Cream. This controls frizz. It softens and defines coarse curls. It's in my hair today. I used it all up. And I also have like a new one that I'm opening, so I'm starting a new one of this. I have the Professional Tight and Toned by Benefit Foaming Toner. I did use this all. I did like it. This smelled good. The only thing I can say is it felt kind of tacky when it went on. Like it was kind of sticky and then it didn't really dry. It kind of just was like tacky. But I mean, you put your moisturizer and your serums and everything all over it and then it's fine. So, but I did use it. It was great. I think I got 12 uses out of it. I didn't write down all of the 12, but I think I got 12 uses out of it because I had to use it half and half with my other toner the one day because I only had like a pump and a half left kind of thing. So I used that all up. And then I used up my, which it looks like there's still some in here. This is like the tiniest serum that won't die. Okay, so this is my Biro. Is it Biro or Brio? I don't know. Pear Serum Oil. It's this. It's a facial oil. It looks like I have product in here now. I swear I did not have product in here when I put it in here. It's like the toner that keeps refilling itself and it's tiny. It's this big. Like it's the size of my pinky. And when I take the lid off, it's not even actually that big. That's the lid. But there's some in there right now. I can see it. Oh my gosh. I used this thing 10 times. It's so tiny and I used it 10 times. How is there still stuff in it? I don't get it. Anyways, this stuff was really good. It's a serum oil. And I've only ever really tried like the oil that kind of felt greasy, but this was like a dry oil. So you'd put it on and then you'd rub it around and then you'd wait like a minute or whatever and you'd touch your face and it was dried down. So I actually really enjoyed it. And I think it was part of I think I got it as like a sample from Ipsy, but I think that you can buy it through Ipsy if you end up liking it kind of thing. Like they had it in their sales and stuff like that. So you could probably get a deal on it if you like it. Then I used this lip mask. I used one of these. I actually think I used 2 of them, but I think I threw out the packaging on the other one. But it's they're clear and then they have little gold dots on them. So I didn't put it in the panning project, but I did use it and it does have like the gold packaging with it because it has the gold stars on it. So I put that in there. Then I have the Hydrogel Vitamin C eye patches. I use this like right away. I also, the very, very first day that I started in this panning project, I wrote it down actually. I used the Sephora pineapple mask because when I was putting everything into the bag, I accidentally like ripped the corner of it and I didn't realize it until I went to pick it up and I saw stuff leaking out. So I used it right away and I ended up throwing out the packaging by accident because I forgot I was supposed to save it for this panning project. So I saved all of my packages because I show you guys, but it just happened. And then I used these 2, Super Beauty Masks Lemon Honey by Honey Jarrett. I love this masks. I have a little bit of serum in here. I'm thinking about getting some of those empty containers, like the little like glass jar kind of things with like the screw-on lid or whatever, so I can put the extra serum in because I don't know how long this stuff lasts for, but I'm assuming it's okay for like a little bit. Like, I don't know. But there's so much serum in there that I want to like use that. I, however, have like sensory, I don't even know if you would call it like sensory stuff. Like, I do not like being sticky. I liked this because of the product and the stuff that I put over it, but the fact that it was tacky, like, so, I mean, like, it was good, but because it was tacky, it kind of like threw me off a little bit. But yeah, so I used 2 of these. So all in all, I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products, and 1 palette I've used every pan on. In a month! You guys! How cool is this? I'm doing so good! So I'm very excited about this. I honestly, because like last year in like, what was it, 2022? I started, yeah, because last year was 2022. Wow. Anyways, I started the panning green project because it was green color last year. And I was like, oh, I got this. I'm so excited. And then I never did anything with it again. So I kind of thought that this was going to happen with this. But because my friends Andy and Cece from Cece's Child's Side Life are both doing this, I was like, okay. My girls got this. My friends are doing this. So like, I kind of feel like I have to like be more on top of it because they'll be like, hey, use your stuff. which both of them are awesome. If you guys have not subscribed to them, please go over and check them out. They're amazing. Andy is genuinely one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, that's it. Please like this video and tell me, are you guys participating in this 50 Shades of Yellow Gold project? Have you tried ever using like a project like this? Have you ever kept track of your stuff like this? I don't know. I'm having a great time. I gotta tell, like, seriously, honestly, when I thought that I finished the little serum that will not ever end, which apparently I have like probably 17 uses out of this still, even though there's hardly any in there. Seriously, it was 8 uses, and I was using a lot. Like, I put some on my forehead, and then each cheek. And then I would look again, and I would be like, okay. And I would put some on my forehead and each cheek. I thought it was going to be like 3 uses. It was 8. And I mean, like, it's not like I use a tiny amount, but I use, like, a good enough amount. And now it looks like there's some in here. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain. It's probably super bougie and expensive, but wow. Anyways, please tell me if you guys are using any of this stuff. Have you tried any of this stuff? Are you doing this project? Thank you guys so much for spending a couple minutes of your day with me today. I really, really appreciate that, and I really, really appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!